Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelvin Zay. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Woo. Hey, if she don't take you back now, dude, she never. Here we go.
It's okay, bro. Chill. It's not that serious.
Something about drinking a challenge just takes a whole lot better. But honestly, though, look at us and look at y'all.
Yo, welcome back to Stanley Only Boys. It's your boy Griffin.
But George's in a rush, brother.
Oh man,
That boy just came in. What's going on, guys? Your boy El Bing.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adon. Welcome back to Stanley Only Boys podcast. We are here with two former members, now volunteers, right, a part of this community, the Latin American Association, Miss Karen and Miss Yugeily. Round of applause, please, please. How are you guys doing today?
We're great. Yes.
Good. By the way, it's not 9 a.m., so don't judge us. It was nice. It's past 5 o'clock. That's why we're drinking these Modelo Frescas. So, a little bit about you guys. I guess we'll start with the Latin American Association. What exactly is that?
It's a nonprofit association. It's been going on for the past over 50 years. It started off in Atlanta, Georgia. And so in 2019, Mohawk got together with the LA and we're like, hey, we need y'all.
Stop music.
We need y'all here in Dalton. So with the help of Mohawk and the Latin American Association, they opened up an office here in Dalton. And they're located actually in Mohawk's property on Morris Street. Yes. There's one there's also an office at the community center at Matt Gaston.
And how did that work? They just kind of like saw where there was like a big like Latin population. And they're like, oh, we need to be here or there.
Yes. They're like, oh, we have over 50% Latino, Hispanic community here.
That's crazy, huh?
Almost too much if you really think about it. Right?
But yeah, I didn't know Mohawk like was doing stuff like that. Because like, I mean, I hear like a lot of like older like Hispanics working there like for a long period of time. They're kind of just like bad taste in their mouth about Mohawk. And then that's pretty surprising.
They saw that their employees were mostly Hispanic, so they're like, oh, what can we do to, kind of support our employees? And so they brought the Latin American Association here.
Hey, that's good. And
they offer services like they have a youth department, they have a family well-being where they offer public benefits like food stamps, Medicaid applications. They also help out with financial aid as well. They have a program called Avanzando Juntas, and that's to help entrepreneur women that want to start their small business as well.
Okay. And so, Miss Karen, what made you want to be involved? I know we asked you before we started recording, but I guess a little bit more of a deeper dive. What made you want to be involved into the program?
So when we started the conversation of starting a scholarship fund, we didn't want to reinvent the wheel. And we decided to partner up with the Latin American Association and just have them be under their education pillar. Since they already are a nonprofit, we want the scholarship fund to hopefully outlive us, and they'll make sure that.
So how does that work, going in, like starting this scholarship fund or like, where do you go about like even, what's step one in doing this?
I think a lot of it we're figuring it out as we go, but you can either start a nonprofit or you can partner up with an existing nonprofit. How
do you go about partnering up? Maybe like jumped in.
I think with Yugeily working for the Latin American Association, and we know the managing director there. At the time, I was also holding parent engagement meetings with Dalton Public Schools. So it was like principals from all of the schools, district admin, and then community members like Yugeily, Victor Rodriguez from the RAC, because he was also part of the institute that we did. Vanessa Vasquez, she's a teacher at TDA. We were all in the same room talking about how can we help our community, how can we get parents engaged in their kids' education. And then through
that's something that there's lacking of.
Oh, hella lacking. I think my mom went to school maybe like 3 times while I was at school,
and they were all for just teacher conference meetings because you were acting bad.
And see, that's the thing. Like it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I was a thug back then.
You're not anymore.
No. The streets chose me. I didn't choose the streets.
I will say my dad, he got like whenever in middle school and in elementary school, he became like a parapro just out of nowhere. He just showed up one day and he was just like, "Yo, give me a badge. I'm in here."
Give me a badge. Give me a badge and a gun. Sir, what?
And I would remember like in elementary school, like he would like whenever it was like my birthday and thing, he would bring cupcakes or like he would get like piñatas from Del Rey. Like he would work with Del Rey, get piñatas for the kids to have like birthday parties and stuff. But I always thought it was crazy. Like he just one day he was just like, "Oh, the youngest ones in school, might as well go hang out."
Nah, you got to make up some time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
He was a PTO parent without knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like the younger kids always like that, you know? They always get like the sweeter version of their parents.
Oh yeah.
you
Well,
know?
they've had like so many, trial and errors with raising their other children that they realize what works or what doesn't. Or
Especially,
how hard
I feel like
it can be.
especially if there's like a gap, because like my mom with like my granddaughter, my
Your grandpa.
It's early, guys.
It's
It's
9
early.
o'clock in
It's
the
early in the morning. Early in the morning.
now with my niece, man, she's so nice, bro. And I remember my mom just being like, just a very aggressive mom. You know what I'm saying? But she had to be because she had like 3 kids. But like with my niece,
Bad kids.
black
Bad kids.
3 bad black kids, brother.
Yeah.
And but with my niece, she's like so sweet, and I'm like, where was this when we were growing up? And then she has like this like she doesn't remember. She has like she don't remember, you know?
Every like
Yeah.
like Spanish parent. Dude.
Yeah, she's like, I was exactly the same, and I was like, nah.
No.
Dude.
Now
But how
they
did she
have-
say it though?
She was like, no, mentira, yo era igualito con ustedes, como soy con ellos. I don't know why I sounded like an alpha.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I said now they have McDonald's money.
Yeah,
for the
right,
children.
before?
They didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, and times are tough now too, man. Everything's more expensive nowadays.
McDonald's were really 99 cents, and then you didn't have money. Now we got money now. You have money, then we got money
They're
now.
$2 now.
Yeah, now they have this. I remember I saw this commercial where it was like $5 meal deal, and it was like you get a McDouble, you get like small fries and like a fucking like small Sprite and like 4 nuggets for $5. And I was like, back in the day, this shit was like $2 for all this stuff, bro. Which is kind of good, man. I guess it kind of keep people healthier a little bit, you know. Because I feel
I
like
don't know about that.
I feel like when burgers were $1, brother, it was like, come on, you know.
You
that's
think
too cheap.
inflation's helping?
Yeah.
saving people's pockets.
I think right now people eat out more than they used to back in the day.
Because we're lazier, though.
I mean, I don't have time to cook at home. I mean, with my son's sports, I just
And
can't.
Joel's golfing, dude.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I blame him for my golfing day because I bought my first set of clubs from him, and I haven't put them down ever since. So
Exactly.
He just every time he grabs them, he's like, Joel used to hold these.
Oh, he's the one that saw your golf.
yeah. It's funny. I saw him one time at Birdie's, and he's like, "Oh man, nice clubs." And I'm like, "Thanks, I got this from crackhead." Dude. he just needed money for the more crack.
And then he came by, he's like, I'm not the crackhead. Like, I'm not, it's not me.
Oh man.
And you said you guys were gonna golf together. Wasn't that? Yeah, you haven't
We
golfed yet.
went once. I remember we went once. Sorry, completely off topic here from the Latin
no, it's all right.
Association.
I
But
want to know.
Just
Just tell me. Don't tell nobody else.
oh,
Just tell
like,
me and George.
like fresh into like probably like 2 months into golfing. I'm so bad. Still bad now, but obviously I have a little bit more experience. I'm a little less bad. But 2 months in, he's like, "Hey, it's gonna be me and my buddy, and also since it's 3 of us, we got paired with a random. So we got stuck with one random, and I'm like nervous, and I'm like, dude, this one random dude's probably really good, and he was. And so everybody's out there hitting their drives, and I'm just like, oh god, just hit the ball, just hit the ball. And I did really bad, but everybody's very nice and understanding when you first start. Golfing, they're like, "Oh man, no, it's all good. Hey, at least it went straight." Even though it went 2 feet, at least it went straight. But yeah, but that was actually a very embarrassing time in my life. But hey, now we go now.
But I feel like that's the thing about golf. Like if you golf with somebody that's really good, you kind of feel like you're holding them back a little bit, you know? Which I feel like is the only sport that's really like that, you know? Because I feel like most sports you just play for yourself, like, you know? So you're like, okay, whatever. But in golf, you like paired with other people, so people have to wait on you. And if you're slow, I don't know. I always feel guilty. Like, man, they're already on the green. You're barely like on your 4th or 5th hit all the way back. Like,
I don't think they care.
I know they probably don't, but maybe it's just like an insecurity thing. But I feel that way. I feel like back.
Yeah. But anyways, speaking about golfing, you guys are actually doing a golf tournament or like work just coordinated that. No, jumping ahead a little bit, but how did you guys set that up?
think we realize that millennials today have gotten really into golf, and Victor, who also did the Leadership Institute, he's also a big golfer, and I think that conversation more so started with Yugeily and him, of hey, let's do something to initiate the fundraising and let's do golf.
Yeah. And I thought about golf because, like you mentioned, my husband.
You thought about golf or he thought about golf?
No, I thought
Babe, you know what you guys should do? Get me a free round of golf in and we do this.
Brother, I try to turn any situation into a golf situation.
Well, that thing is, my husband never says no to golf. Doesn't care. He doesn't. It doesn't matter the price. He's not gonna say no, unless it is $400. Then that's yeah. But
$3.99? They just do it.
and so
Babe, it's
like,
$3.99.
Yes.
That's almost $200. You really think about it. $100 if you split it in 3. I'm sorry, continue.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm having flashbacks of me.
So yeah, I'm like, okay, so all my friends are spending all this money in golfing. Like, this is a good way to raise money for our Latino students.
Yeah, that's good. Very, very popular. So we're talking about the lacking of parents involved in the kids' education and stuff like that. So how would this change that? How would it bring more of that involvement from parents?
I think seeing younger, I guess, individuals kind of rallying and saying, hey, you guys can be a part of this conversation. You guys can be a part of your kids' education. I think in our community specifically, since they are, a lot of them are immigrants, they see the schools as another government entity. And, hey, let's stay away from that because, a lot of them are undocumented. So I think that's a big part of it, is being afraid of approaching the district and being, hey, well, yes, I need help with this or I need help with that. And I think it's breaking down those barriers for the students and for the parents.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have thought of that, but yeah, that makes sense. Just that fear of that. So what is it? I guess it involves also have certain programs to help families, help kids.
Yeah, so the fundraising and the scholarship is one, and then another one is like the workshops for the parents. So Vanessa is already doing a little bit of this at
Shout out Vanessa, wherever she is.
Yes.
Shout out.
She's already getting parents involved. I went to her last meeting last year, and it's pretty amazing. As I was pulling up, and I always say this: every parent wants their child to succeed. They will find a way to make it. There was a parent that was pulling up in a taxi.
Wow.
So people like to say, oh, well, they don't care. No, it's not that they don't care. There's a bunch of barriers, language being one of them. I forgot the question. Sorry, guys. I have ADHD.
I forgot the question.
You said how is this like golfing situation going?
No, that was
How's it gonna be more like awareness to like parents?
Yeah.
I just
how
thought
are we
about,
doing? The workshop.
I just thought about taking a taxi everywhere. It's like that's like at least $15 there. Like at least
And
30,
it is
40 back.
expensive now. I'm a school social worker, and I always get that taxes are just so expensive. And coming back to parents' engagement, some of our students don't even have parents. Or, for example, I focus a lot on newcomer students. And those students are the ones that are coming here alone from other countries. And either their parents passed away or the parents are back in their country. And so it's also kind of like supporting those students that, don't have anyone to look up for. Or first of all, one of the biggest challenges is the language barrier as well.
What school do you work for?
So I work for Whitfield County Schools, the whole district. I'm the McKinney-Vento case manager.
Yeah.
So I work with students that are considered homeless.
Oh wow.
Because I work for a school too, so I was just wondering which school you work for.
What school do you work?
Triton.
Oh.
You don't know how to. You can't say the name, but
Yeah.
you've been there for like 3 weeks now.
I just have a speech impediment.
What do you do for the school, Kelvin?
I inspire the youth, brother. That's what I do.
By doing what?
By recording football games. Yeah, I record the football games. That's what I do. But yeah, shout out those kids though. Shout out the boys, man. Gang. I told them I would shout them out on the podcast. Man. There's your shout out. Now scram.
I was I've noticed the influence. We went golfing yesterday, right?
Yeah.
We went golfing yesterday, and just this music that I've never heard before. Just some like like just Detroit rap music. I'm like, bro, what are you listening to, dog?
Yeah, they
and
put me
he's like,
on.
oh man, the kids put me on. The boys put me on.
Yeah, it made me feel young again, dude. All I play is like aventura and like, you know, old school reggaeton. So doing the videos for them, like I have to put music in the videos, so it kind of like forces me to like listen to like younger music, and so yeah, so that's cool, you know. So,
How's that been though? We're working. So obviously recording for the football team, so you're very involved there with the kids and coaches and stuff. How's that been for you?
No, it's been cool, man. It's very like nervous at first because it was something I've never done, and like doing stuff for us like is different because we could be like, yo, do it again, like retakes. But when you do sports, like there's no retakes. If you miss the play, you just
I was like, yo, can you catch that ball, make that touchdown again? Yeah,
you don't have the play at all. But so it was a little bit of adjusting, but man, it's so nice, man. And it's weird because like, how do you say it? Sorry, I forgot. How do you say the name? Tryon, right? Like it's like in the middle of nowhere, you know. And like you expect, and I went there, and I was like the only black person there, or a black Hispanic person there. And I looked around, and I was like, oh, you know, this is not. But nah, man, they were like very, very welcoming. I was extremely surprised, man. So
and great videos. They'll be here somewhere.
Probably not.
No, why not? Dude, they're great videos. Yeah.
So do you only record for the games or like the practices too? Are you involved with the practices?
I try to do the bare minimum at everything I do. So I just do the games. But it is cool because when I first got it, I thought, okay, I'll just go there, I'll record this, I'll edit it. But it's really like, man, impacted my life in a very positive way, man. Like, you know, like just just sports in general, man. Like I hear sometimes I usually just listen to the music and I do the whole game on mute. But sometimes I'll catch myself like listening to like one of them, and I'm sitting there like in the background. You can hear me being like, "Let's go," you know. And it's like, man, I'm way too into this. I need to chill out. They lost the game like 2 weeks ago, and I was pissed, man. Yeah, I swear, dude. I even texted these guys.
Yeah. He's like, my boys lost, broke my heart.
Yeah, the referees cost me this.
He was like, y'all bailed me out of jail. Like,
So do you get to interact with the?
Yeah. I always kind of come in and give them like a little, like, not really a speech, but, you know, I kind of come in there and I'm like, you boys ready? You ready to go? It's like, I need some highlights out there, you know? You better, get on your game, you know? Stuff like that. I don't think it helps. I don't think the quarterback.
You will be surprised.
Really?
Yes.
They listen.
Yes. My 5-year-old, no, he's 6. He told my one of my good friends, they saw each other right before the game, and she said, I want you to score one for me. He didn't score one, but at the end, he was like, man, I was really trying to score one for Tia Leti. So, like, they are paying attention, and they, even, like, the smallest thing, because really, you don't know if at home that kid gets that. And really, at the end of the day, what everybody wants is to belong and be loved. And if you're giving that for them, then...
How old is your kid?
I have a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old.
Oh, you see, these are like 18-year-olds.
It doesn't matter.
They're bigger than me, bro. 6'5", dog.
Conti más. Like,
Okay.
it doesn't matter the age, because that's what everyone wants.
Yeah.
Even
Support.
Older,
Exactly.
like elderly people.
Yes, and I mean, you also don't know if they have anyone in their lives that are, supporting them, there for them, or being a role model. So
it's like when we go to golf, man. We say, good shot or whatever.
Yeah, it is
You're
true.
just like, oh man, let me get.
So you
Shut
are making it.
Stop it. Yeah, no, I think so too, because I would like imagine my, 17, 18-year-old self. I'm like, oh, this fucking cool. Excuse me, I didn't mean to curse. This cool.
You can say black. You can say black.
This cool hip black dude with these cool tattoos. Tell me like, oh, let's go, good play. I'd be like, hell yeah, So yeah, no, I think that's definitely something for even if they are older, but I feel like they're very.
Yeah, it is, but I didn't even think about that because even like you're right, like even like in adult life, and I try to stay a little bit away from it because I feel like earlier on, like 3 or 4 years ago, I kind of like always needed like cheerleaders. Like if people were in there being like, hey, good job, man, you're doing great. Like I always I would feel like a little bit like, damn, nobody gives a fuck about this, But I feel like even as adults, man, we need that, just like remind, your family and friends of like, hey, man, I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job. You're in a good role. Because you're right. That person they might be feeling down one day, and then they might use that as like motivation. Is like,
Yeah. Because
George told me I'm doing a good job. I got to continue.
Exactly.
Can't stop.
you hear about like athletes or people that made it big, and they say the reason why is because of that teacher that told me that I couldn't.
Look at the blind side,
like
man.
rap songs too.
Every rap.
Every rap
My
song.
4th grade teacher said I'm gonna be a trash man.
Where'd you go in the 4th grade? That's crazy.
Yeah, like the blind side. They adopted that kid and made him a freaking star.
But okay.
So you had asked me about workshops.
Yes.
So, Vanessa, it's really figuring out how can we support these parents. And she even went as far as like, okay, this is Infinite Campus. This is what it's used for. This is how you log in. This is how you can check your kids' grades. Things like that. And with this, Bright Futures, we want to kind of shed light on what does that pathway to college looks like. So you have to make sure you've taken your SATs, your ACTs. Parents, this is where you can go. This is how you can apply for financial aid, FAFSA. Because something Victor shared is we have a lot of athletes in our town. There was a situation where we had scouts coming in from other universities, but when it was time to, hey, let's look at, what you have academically, what you have lined up for college, well, they hadn't taken those SATs.
Steps.
Those steps.
So what do they do? They went on to the next school. So
Dang.
it's it's focusing on the students and the parents, but also keeping our district accountable. Because that's something that I've kind of taken very seriously. I've met with the superintendent, the old one and the new one, because really, if I'm trying to make the school district better for my kids, like I have to do it now, even though they're little, they're not in high school, because a lot of the decisions they make now impact in the future. So when I've met with the superintendent, I said, hey, like you're coming in, but just know I'm going to be right there keeping you accountable.
Yeah.
So
They didn't look at you crazy. They were like, yo.
I mean, I'm sure behind they did, but not in front of my face.
Yeah.
Yo, why she being a Karen though?
Yeah, honestly, yes. So when you ask me, I'm like, I'm low key proud of it, because then I can do stuff like that.
Yeah. It makes sense. I'm like, oh, she's a Karen. What do you expect her to do?
But I mean, also too, I guess like since your kids are so small and like you're trying to get everything as good as like you can get it, so they can go up into that step.
Is that something that made you like another driving force as far as to like for push really hard for this, scholarship and everything for the program and everything? It's just your kids because you want their future to be good. Like you said, you want them to.
Yes and no. No, because I feel like I've been blessed enough to both me and my husband are college graduates, so I feel like they've already have a leg up in that sense. I start to think of the kids that don't. I'm like, if nobody speaks up for them, who is?
And I think it's a lot of that, just the lack of like, just not knowing, right? Not knowing like, steps or, proper education or just where to start, where to go as a parent. Like I said, I think that language barrier is probably the number one thing.
Yeah, work schedules. Because I've met with board members as well. And it's just, the district doesn't really understand our Latino community. They don't. They can say they do, but at the end of the day, they don't. So it's like, how can we build that bridge to where there is that understanding and they do provide that support and our community can be seen in the schools.
And you, Haley, how do you got into the program?
For
the Latin American Association, what made you want to get involved there, and how was your beginning steps of getting in there?
I'm a social worker. In 2019, I was at DFAX.
Which hard work. I mean, being a social worker, I feel like you see a lot, right?
Yes,
like that's hard, and a lot of like
Yes.
with children and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very hard
Yes.
work.
I was at DFAX.
Yeah.
Right after my undergrad, I went to DFAX, and I was a foster care case manager there.
Wow.
I was there for a little bit over almost 3 years, and so then it was a lot. It was hard work.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, I need to look for something else. And so I saw that the Latin American Association was hiring for a financial assistant case manager. So I applied and I got in. And I was helping with utility rent, bills. And
For like families
for
and stuff?
families,
Yeah.
yes, families in need.
Yeah.
And so then in 2021, I became the office manager for the Latin American Association. And then 2022, I was like, you know what? I want to go back and do my master's degree. So I got my master's in social work.
Doctor.
No, not a doctor,
Okay. Sorry. Master's.
just master's.
Okay.
And so I got my master's degree in December of 2023. And so I was doing my internship with the school system. And my dream was always to be a school social worker. So I was hired in as a school social worker. So I'm very grateful for
Oh
that.
wow.
And so that was like Was that something like you had like already thought about, like getting out of high school or going into high school, like being something social
Being
work
a social, I always knew I wanted to help. I just didn't know how. I was really not aware of social work being, major. And so I started off as a dental hygienist.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and then I just kept talking to my advisor, and I was like, I don't know, I don't think I'm feeling it. So that's when she kind of started talking about different majors, and she mentioned social work, and I was like, yes, I want to be a social worker.
Nice.
So how was that for you first working as a social worker and stuff like that?
It's really hard. It's something that you have to try really hard not to take all those emotions home.
Yeah.
And it's just hard because, you try to be in the moment for your son, but you're also like, damn, like, thinking about all the children.
Yeah. But you got it made here, son.
Yes.
What about these
idea.
other kids?
You got no idea.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So it's just definitely just trying to separate, have a work balance and personal life.
This is like kind of a random question, but like I remember growing up whenever I was a kid, and like my parents would get on to me, like they'll ground me. And I'm calling defects on you. You get kids calling defects or anything?
I don't think we would
I
get
think
that
that's
at
right.
defense.
I don't think you can call them directly, right?
No, you have to call the hotline. Okay. But I guess they would call 911.
Yeah, because I remember there's a couple of times, and then my parents would be like, "Do it, get out of here. I don't want you no more." I was like,
They flinch at you.
My bad.
Oh man, well that's good, and I just I say that because I can't imagine working. Because I mean, just seeing like how underprivileged some of these kids have it, or like just how bad you have it. So you never know, right? Behind closed doors.
Exactly. And I actually went to I was in a conference 2 weeks ago, and the presenter was talking about how if it's almost Christmas break and how the teachers, all the staff are counting down the days until that break. And she was talking about like how a lot of our students don't want to have that break because they might not have that family at home, they might not have food. So she was like, try to stay away from being like, yay, we have 2 more days until Christmas break.
Wow.
And I've never thought about it like that. And now I do. Now I'm like, okay, but that was my way to try to like engage with students. And now I'm like, okay, no, like I cannot do that because I'll be like, yay, it's Friday. Tomorrow's Saturday and Sunday. We don't have school.
But some of them, that might be their pieces. They're at school, and then going home, they might not have that.
That might be their safe, space being at school.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that you're not aware when you're like a kid, like stuff like that. Like I remember when I used to go to school, there was like this one kid that the teachers used to pay for like an extra lunch, so he would take it home. And like at the time I didn't think nothing of it, but now like as an adult, like man, that's rough, Or even like you said about like the Christmas thing, like you come back from Christmas and everybody has like new clothes or they're bragging about like what they got for Christmas, and you don't know if somebody behind you is overhearing you and they didn't get nothing for Christmas, So it's kind of crazy like to think back of like, damn, like all this, all like what was going on behind the scenes, but we're so focused on our own bubble, you don't know, what's going on. Sorry.
I was gonna say that's a good point because I hadn't thought about that with my kids, so I'm gonna make sure to bring that up.
Just fuck their clothes up a little bit.
Granted, I mean we are very conscious of not like spoiling them and making sure that they realize, hey, like not everybody, even for small stuff, even if not everybody can play sports,
Yeah.
Even if you worked hard for it, like you said, because sometimes we feel like, oh, well, I work hard for this, so I don't give a fuck. Like that's on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I think being a little bit mindful as well is good.
Mindful. Demure.
Cutesy.
Anyways, you guys ready to play a game? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new game here. Actually, we played this game many times. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We played this game a lot. Welcome to No Sabo, the game where Spanish to English skills are put to the test. You'll be given a list of Spanish words, and it's up to you to translate them correctly into English. Think you know the answer. Don't be too confident. This game will keep you on your toes. Let's see how well you play. Ding, 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 ding. You ready?
I think that was the best intro to a game you've had, and maybe that's what you need. Maybe we need to have have fun with you.
We need ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yo, who are these girls on your camera roll? What's going on? You saw that?
It's for
I did.
It's for a video.
You're a married man, George.
It literally was for a video.
It is for a video. It's for a video. A video we never saw. All right, so to my right, please welcome our contestants in Team 1 representing the Stan Leone boys. Yeah.
Oh, it's 2-2.
Yeah,
2v2.
2v2, because I have the answers here.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Representing the Stan Leone boys, Marine veteran and all-around great guy, Adon Ramos.
Applause. Hold the applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, also chugger extraordinaire, champion of the world, 2-time Stan Leone boys favorite host, Mr. Griffin. Yo sé que estoy afuera.
I get a song.
You got entrance music.
That's nice.
You didn't have enough points for entrance music. And to my left, representing the Latin American Association, Yugeily and Miss Karen.
That'll be a cool intro.
Yeah. The single ladies.
We're not single though.
Okay, so here we go. This is only Beyonce song. I know. We can talk about it later. Y'all can, kill me later. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna say a word. You gotta buzz in. You go. You guys go first. Sorry. And if you guys get it wrong, then you can steal.
Is it
all
a
right.
buzzer?
Well, no, actually, I said buzz in, but we're just going to go in order.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I just realized that'd probably be a lot of. Let's start.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
We're
right.
going first. They go
Stan
second.
Leone boys.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you say spoon?
Cuchara.
Cuchara.
Boom. 1 point for the guys. Here we go. All right,
Or
you
Are
ready?
these gonna get
Spooning.
harder as they go or no?
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe.
I literally put give me 10 Spanish words, and then I put give me 10 harder Spanish words, and then I said not that hard. Because they went crazy.
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
that hard.
Here you go. This is your easy word. You ready? Your word is shoe.
Zapato.
Okay, boom. You guys are killer. Okay, and we're going to go to the medium words.
Ooh.
All right, Stan Leone boys. Here we go.
Oh, God.
How do you guys say sweatshirt?
Sweatshirt.
You don't yell at me.
Like sweated or like like you want to say sweatshirt?
Well, by the way, that's
According
not
to-
our answer. We still have to discuss as a team.
According to ChatGPT, how do you say sweatshirt?
Like the two words.
Sweatshirt.
Yeah, sweatshirt is one word.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say sweated? Wait.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right, we'll go with that.
You just said sweatshirt in an accent.
That's all I got.
Sweater. You say sudadera.
Sudadera.
Actually, you guys could have stole.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's on me. My bad. I forgot the rules.
We had it, yes.
This is why Steve Harvey got the job over me, that son of a bitch, and that fucking mustache. All right, guys. All right, here we go. How do you say traffic light? Traffic
Semáforo?
light. Semáforo. Ding, 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 ding.
I wouldn't have got that.
All right, so we got 2-1. You guys ready?
2.
We got
They
two.
got two.
Yeah.
We got one.
Okay.
All right, Stan Leone boys. Now this is the hardest ones.
Okay.
How many hard ones are there?
It's a couple. It's a couple. All right, here we go. How do you guys say dawn? Like the time of day, dawn.
Oh, dude. No idea.
Madrugada?
Well,
According to ChatGPT, amanecer. Okay. Here we go. If you guys get this right, you win the game right here. All right.
give him a hard one, though, dude.
Yeah, I'm going in. I'm going in. I know what team I'm in. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm at. I know I got to see when I get home.
Apparently not, man, because we got 1 point.
Yeah, I'm trying, brother. I'm trying.
Sorry, he can't read.
Yeah, I really can't read this shit. This is crazy.
He's trying to figure
Okay, I don't know how to say that, but I'm.
Sound it out, brother. Sound
know
it
how to
out.
say
No, because then I would. Yeah, I know how to say it in English. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go with this one. How do you guys say to whisper?
Oh.
To whisper.
Not that hard. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. To whisper.
I don't even know this one.
I feel like I just heard this. That's all.
To whisper. Whisper.
Play it again.
To whisper.
Can I ask a question? Or no?
Sure. Whatever. I'm not gonna answer it.
Well, I was gonna say, does it sound like weird?
It sounds very weird. I'm pretty
No, I'm not gonna answer that.
Oh,
Is it?
Can you say it in a sentence?
I like to whisper.
Is it
Things.
like? Yeah.
Is it-
Susurrar.
sure. Something like that.
Susurrar. Close, but it's murmurar.
Murmurar.
Okay. Now you guys have a chance to tie it up right here, right? For a sudden death round.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
How do you guys say hammer?
Martillo.
Easy.
Martillo. Ding,
The
ding.
tied game.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tied game. We are
Where's the
going.
manager?
We are
Oh,
going
he's here
Karen
today.
speaking.
to sudden death. Okay, so this is gonna be buzzer, all right? So as soon as you gotta just go with your
I mean,
mouth.
can we do this on my hand instead?
Yeah, you can. I mean, probably both. 'Cause you get
I
a
wanna
little
make the
audio.
noise.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Thank you, George. You see, that's all we need. That's all we need.
I'll just call him Dib.
Yeah.
I just call it dick.
All right. How do you guys say? My bad. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying here. It's just I can't read these words. How do you guys say to shine? You don't know shit, nigga. You just did that.
Like to shine, brillar.
Not according to ChatGPT, girls.
Too shy.
Alumbrar.
To shine. No. All right, let me get 10 more words. Hold on, sorry.
Little bit
What was the answer?
What is this?
The
Resplandecer? No, the second one.
Resplandecer.
What? I've never heard that before in my life.
Man, what?
Oh, you would use that to describe someone.
Yo,
like, not
put
describe
Mexican. Whenever you get Spanish, put Mexican Spanish.
Okay, this one's gonna be very easy, just so we can end this game right now for the viewers at home. All right, I need a tap or a yeah. Dang, I'm nervous now. Okay.
I already saw the answer. Just saying.
Did you?
She has a Photoshop.
How do you guys say highway? Okay,
Nah, shit, I don't know actually, dude.
highway.
Say something.
Oh,
10,
why not?
9,
Wait, what the fuck's that?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I don't know, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here, you can win it all.
Is that autopista?
Well taken! Ding, 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 ding. The winner.
What is it?
It's a carretera, bro, but it's just
That's fine. That's fine.
you guys live up to your name.
I would have got that if I said.
Here you go, man.
You
You got a text message there from like a Stephanie or something like that.
That's not true.
She said something about, "Daddy, I'm waiting for you."
All right, so back to the back to the schools and stuff. What could one do to help volunteer in it, or what is needed from people in the community to help out?
That's a good question. I would say pick a school, and because every school's needs can be different, go talk to the principal and ask, hey, what is a need that we see at the school?
Okay.
Go and read to the students too.
And how so I guess we're big point of conversation is this golf tournament, right? That's coming up, which is
November the 12th.
November the 12th, which is
It's a Tuesday.
it's a Tuesday at Knob North. Very nice course. How do people go about I guess joining the tournament and signing up and everything, and where do they need to go and turn in their handicaps?
You want to take?
Okay, so we have share flyers on the social media. We'll continue to do that as well. And also you can call the Latin American Association to get more information.
What's the number? What's the number? Yeah. The number.
Has a number on there somewhere?
Yes,
It'll be.
We'll share the flyer with you
Okay,
guys.
okay.
Yeah.
No one knows numbers by memory, Kelvin, anymore.
no.
It's not the 1900s, dude.
Well, this is my
Yo.
ex. I call her right now.
Let him borrow.
yes.
No.
Let's see this.
I would literally do it.
No, we don't need it. I don't need that on my phone, because then I have to explain that later. So yeah, I'm fine.
But you can either play or be a sponsor.
Okay, and
As far as like sponsors and stuff, like, is there like a certain amount that sponsors have to like donate or?
We do have different packages. I think the smallest one starts off at,
$250.
and then the partnering sponsor is $2,500. But if you want to donate any amount, that's also welcome.
And then as far as like the players, how much do they got to pay to get in?
It's $480 per team.
Okay. And it seems
But well, it's $125 per player.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry.
$500 for the team.
Yeah.
And we got our first sponsor yesterday. So
yeah.
Shout
Shout out to
shout
them.
out to Carniceria Nachos.
Hey.
La mejor carnicería.
Carniceria Nachos.
Carnicería nachos.
That was
Now you
good.
have to wear the toro.
Yes, now you have to wear their
I would
the
love
mascot.
to. I would love to.
yeah. Carniceria Nachos. Please get my
Oh.
boy a sweater.
I love dressing up, man. It just helps me, be somebody else for a little bit.
Is Joel in the tournament?
He
Your
is.
husband?
He is.
Yeah.
He is gonna be.
Heard he got a lot better, man. At least that's what he says. But who believes that
I
guy?
haven't seen him, so
Who believes
who
that?
knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, I would hope so. All the time that
He
he
plays,
spends.
right?
Does
Better
that,
be getting better.
does Andres play or anything?
He does play. He doesn't play as often as he would like because 3 kids kind of hard. But he tries to. Anytime he gets invited, he tries to go. He loves playing actually, and he got our boys into it. So my oldest really likes it. They practice at home.
Yeah, I was actually I was talking to one of my or one of our friends. We went to school with him, and yeah, it turns out he said he's been golfing since he was 5. And like I've been hearing a lot of like just like a couple people like their parents used to golf like here in town, but like they're like older people, and I'm just like, what? I thought like it was a primarily like Caucasian sport, and not a lot of like Latin people were playing it, but. Yeah, I don't know where they're coming out now. They're just saying like, "Oh yeah, we used to play golf back in the '90s."
It's like they were closeted golfers.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling like I thought golf just started when I started playing. You know what I'm saying? Like I almost feel like it didn't exist.
I'm glad me and my friends made this sport up.
Yes.
I think COVID accelerated that because the distance,
You're outside.
that and disc golf.
They used to have like for the hole, there wouldn't be a hole. It'd just be like it'd be like covered or whatever, like by like a cylinder. So like if you just hit the cylinder, you made it in the hole. But that means you could just slam it and hit the thing. I'm like, oh, I just made a birdie.
Everybody's scores just got great out of nowhere.
because you didn't have to actually make it in the hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even think of that. Code probably, yeah.
I was gonna say, you guys were talking about your husbands. Do you think I'm trying to like merge that with the Latin thing. Do you think dating somebody of like that's also Hispanic like helps like the relationship?
Like in a relationship?
Yeah,
in
like
general?
being in a relationship with somebody that's Hispanic. You think that like there's like advantages to that, or does that help?
Versus non?
Yeah, versus like if you like dated somebody that wasn't Hispanic, or like were married to, I guess.
I think life would be harder.
I think it'd just be like y'all could share the same kind of like, I guess, not necessarily traumas, but like same experiences growing up and stuff like
Same
that.
culture, you know. That's what I think. It's
So like,
There's more understanding.
yeah. So like something will happen, like they'll know like how you're feeling because it happened to them. Same.
But I think if anybody's is fit to answer this question, it's you, brother. You were in for a long-term relationship with someone of another
How was that
culture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I dated
you don't got to just
No, you
I'm
can
just
just say
saying.
Where's she from?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
where's
just
she
saying. Yeah,
from?
just the culture, brother. Why are you getting weird, dude? Jesus, you asked the question. You just wanted to talk about your ex, didn't you?
Yeah.
You knew I was gonna ask you. That's all you wanted to do. Talk about your ex. Somehow he does this every
I miss
episode.
you so much. Oh no. I don't. But I hope I hope like you're doing good. It's her birthday next week, so
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
you just wanted to shout her out for her birthday.
Yes.
Happy
you
early
knew,
birthday.
You know it was gonna
Happy
drop
early
next week.
birthday.
So we need to sing happy birthday too?
we can sing happy birthday.
All right.
You ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Kelvin's ex.
Okay. You want to say her
Happy
name?
birthday
to you. Hey, if she don't take you back now, dude, she never.
I don't
will.
want
You know
her.
what
I don't
mean?
want her to take it back, but
But
unless she wants to, and feels emotionally ready.
she has a pool at her house, so
It feels. That was crazy. But yeah, no. How old?
Yeah. I think a lot of things. My mom doesn't speak English, so that was hard. You know, like having to translate everything back and forth, and like certain foods of like, yo, you know, this is fucking mofongo, or you know, like mango, or like whatever, like Dominican, you know, like certain foods, like trying them. Like she always liked them, but I felt like it was like that, and then vice versa. Like I don't know. Still don't know what white people eat, but. You know,
Casseroles?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Shit's gross though. I mean,
Meatloaf.
yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, a lot of
Beef
that.
and ketchup, dude.
Yeah.
yo, I fuck with meatloaf.
All right, my bad.
Hey, you are dog with me, bro.
Hey, man, don't
But
say
yeah,
nothing
I feel like that was a thing. And I remember when I was younger, man, I was very like I guess because you know I dated somebody that wasn't my race, I was very like, oh, it doesn't matter. And the older I get, like the more I realize, like, you know, it does matter, like a bit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But then I also love like white people that are married to like Mexicans, because then they like
yeah,
You know,
you can
it
put them on.
Adjust
Culture.
to that
Like-
culture.
yeah.
It's like getting
And
a
you
new
know what
baby.
I've noticed, which is weird. What did you say?
You could teach them like things, you know.
Yeah. No.
Like this is Duranguense.
Against it.
I haven't heard that in forever, bro. Why is that? Were you listening to what I get to this morning?
Yeah,
Why is it again? Sorry.
He was dancing out there.
Yeah.
No, I've noticed, and I don't know if I'm the only one that's noticed that there's a few white people that I know are with Mexican partners. Their English starts sounding different. Have y'all noticed it?
Yeah.
Like to get like an accent.
Yes. And I'm like, y'all are white. Why do you sound like that?
Yeah, like it's just being around, you know, like that culture. It's hard not to pick it up, right? Especially if it's in your household.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just funny to me.
Well, I mean, I
But
guess
I
it's
love
also
it.
too like whenever like your significant others, like there's like a certain word or like phrases that they say that you pick up on it too.
oh yeah, dude. But my younger brother talks ridiculous, dude. He says like let a player do this, let a player play, just stupid.
Yeah.
Just very like dumb, like you know, like just jokes. But then
Kid.
like but now like his girlfriend talks exactly
They're like twins.
that.
So they're exactly the same person.
And it's like, bro, you gotta like Vanessa, you gotta get some. You gotta hang out with your friends or something. You gotta figure something out.
Get your own identity.
Yeah, because
His
you
brother's
sound
like,
ridiculous.
He's like, what's wrong? She cool. She be saying bullshit.
Yeah, it's like a mini me. He's like, oh, we go to Nashville, we're gonna run that shit.
Yeah, it's like, run, Vanessa, run what? Yeah. Shout out to them though.
That's crazy. George's house must be insane, brother, because George talks crazy as hell too.
Yeah.
I don't talk that.
Just a lot of what the fuck? Is that George's house?
It's funny. George always says vibes, and then like Tanya says it too. His wife says it. I'm like, oh, how you guys been? He's like, oh, the vibes around the house have been good. I'm just like, what?
I'm just a big vibe guy. I just go to vibe.
This is a real conversation I had with George. You ready for this? This is a real conversation. Hey George, so I know we got the podcast 9 a.m. on Saturday. Are we doing anything after that? Just swag.
What
was
does
like-
that mean?
Yeah.
You just vibing, just vibe out. We'll figure it out once we get
Okay.
there.
Go with the flow.
Go with the
Yeah.
flow, yeah.
Because I sent a little emoji, like, I don't know, just swag.
Yeah. Also, I remember I texted you the other day and I was like, I was with you golfing. And I said, hey, are you going to use the laptop today or can I take it to edit? And he said, fuck it. It's like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Fuck it. When you need it, take it.
No, me and Dom were trying to wrap our head around that shit. We could not figure that out.
It's just, it's simple. Just
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
But
Yeah.
and then but then you dated someone of your culture, right?
Oh,
Or, like, closer.
yeah. So, yeah.
How was that change?
Oh, super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy. Especially because, you know, even be like Caribbean. There's like layers to being like Hispanic, you know, because you have like, you know, people who are Hispanic, but then you have people that are from your certain region. And I think you guys said that about Mexico earlier. That there's different, like even though you're Mexican, like there's different words people use for different stuff. So I think being from the same region, that I feel like that even helps more.
Yes.
But I think you're right though. That aspect of like teaching people like newer stuff, I feel like that's always cool too, man.
What is it, babe? What does that mean?
Yeah. I can't do the dance.
And even though my husband, he's Hispanic, he is half Mexican, half
You're a little white, right?
He acts white, yes.
Yeah.
Well, he acts white. Hold on. He's half Mexican,
Yes, well, yeah.
half Salvadorian. And I just feel like, I don't know, his family's weird. And so they never really like taught him his culture, I guess.
Yeah.
So I feel like now, like, he adjusted to my culture, and now he says like he wants to go buy a house in Mexico, Michoacan, Morelia, and all that. But
I feel like that was a thing back in the day too. Like the families that immigrated over, they tried to adapt so much to like the United States and like leave their culture behind. Because I kind of see that with my parents a little bit as well. Also too, I mean, my parents, they were born in Tamaulipas, so it's like right on the edge of like Texas and Mexico. So it's already a little
Tex-Mex.
Yeah. And I do notice that, like, compared to, like now that I'm married with, like, Tanya and everything, like, her family, then my family, like, it is, like, kind of like night and day. Like, my parents are a little bit more, like, adapted to, like, the American culture.
Your second generation.
Yeah. And, well, kind of, sort of. My mom, like, I mean, my dad was more, like, born, I guess, more time over here. My mom was more over there. So it's kind of just, like, in that weird little limbo there.
Your dad was born in the States?
No, he was born in Mexico, but he spent a lot of time over here.
Okay.
Like, his family lived over here.
But see, that's another thing is, yes, like the generation of your parents, they had to like try to assimilate for life to be easier for them versus us. That's not so much the case. I am big on like teaching them, like she said, our culture, because at one point, if we don't, that is like, they're not going to, they're not going to know.
It might not be with your kids, but with their kids. And then maybe, they're your great grandkids, get lost in there.
That's like something we've been talking about too. Like, we don't have kids yet, but we were like talking about having kids and stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't want them to be like out here, like no sabo kids type thing. And like my Spanish isn't the greatest, but I mean, I can carry conversation, talk to everybody. And, but I'm like, bro, I forgot Spanish at one point in time. And, like, I had to relearn it, like, at the end of high school. And then working in the factories, I mean, that helped out a lot, too. But I was like, man, I don't want my kids to be growing up like that. I was like, I was struggling for it.
It's honestly hard, like, to teach them Spanish. Like, as much as you try to teach them Spanish, they still, like, lean more towards English. I guess because of school, too. And, like, I guess kids that, he goes to school with, they talk English more. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. Do you get this when you're talking with a family member? They're like, "No sabe español."
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's so annoying, and I'm like,
or like the biggest thing too, like with my suegros, like we'll go to like, or like they'll be out somewhere and like they'll see like a paisa, like really paisa ass person working somewhere, and like they'll start talking to them in Spanish, and they're like, "No hablo español."
It's crazy.
And they're like, "What? You don't?
How you look like that?
Yeah. But I mean, it is possible because my husband too. He's he's third generation. His mom was born here, but English was his first language. So he gets comments from his dad's side saying, "Hey, your Spanish has gotten better since you've been married to Karen."
Karen.
Karen.
That's her name.
Sorry. But I mean, it's because like the way we learned was like Spanish was like in the household. Like that's how we spoke to like our parents and stuff like that.
Yeah, no other choice.
Yeah. But so like imagine not having that. Like you go home and it's in English.
They used to have somebody saying swag and vibes and shit all the time.
we had to be customer service for our parents. Like we were the ones calling to.
I still
pay
am.
Me too.
My mom usually be like, "Dile que no estoy aquí." I be like, "Yo, she's not here. I don't know what to tell
I just heard somebody in the back. Yeah, sorry.
But they said the key to that is to teach them Spanish at home and just let them learn English whenever they go to school. But even that, like my niece, when she started school, like in kindergarten, like when she was 6, she didn't know any English, and now I think she's like 8. And all she speaks is English, like to the point where like her mom's saying that she's forgetting Spanish.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, that's
because your sister-in-law, right? She only speaks. Like,
she only speaks Spanish. Yeah. She understands a little bit of English now because of my niece, but I don't know. Probably music. I don't know. I think maybe music will help them.
TV shows.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to pronounce too.
Yeah.
English? Mm-hmm. Is it? I always heard that English was like the hardest language to learn.
I've noticed like because I've tried teaching them Spanish, like Spanish being their first language, and they will choose to speak English. So I'm like, yeah, no, you. And they used to tell me like English, and I'm like, no, you're Mexican. So
I'll tell them English or Spanish next time, and then see what they do.
If they move,
yeah, which I didn't know was a thing, and
Yeah. And then nobody moved in the house for 3 days. Like, what's going on?
And one of them asked me, Messi versus Ronaldo. And I couldn't figure out why. He kept asking me. I'm like, didn't I already answer this yesterday?
Yeah, that's the thing. You got little kids, so you have to like try to stay in touch with the trends, huh?
Yes. And we're talking about swag and all that. I'm like, what is it going to be when they're
No, people
older?
people don't use swag anymore.
No,
George
no.
uses
It's
swag.
just me. Back in the day, that was the word. Back in the day.
No cap and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. They're gonna be talking about me.
Skibbity toilet.
Sorry, enough, please. Okay, Latin American Association, this golf tournament, November 12th. What does the winner take? Bragging rights?
The first prize place. What are they?
Some type of trophy.
A plaque and $500.
Oh, sweet.
So pretty much like their buy-in.
Dang, man, it's
You can play for free.
Yeah. Knob North, right? That, boom. Okay, and what else do we have with this Latin American Association? Where can people reach out? How do people make a difference? Tell me everything you guys know right now.
So definitely you can, there's a lot of volunteer opportunities. For example, they're having a health fair next Saturday. They're looking for volunteers. You can definitely reach out to either the office at Magaston or the office on Morris Street to become a volunteer, not just for that event, but they have several events throughout the year. And I can share the telephone number with all of you so I can post it.
It'll be in the
Clip
description somewhere, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We need young people.
Young people.
Be involved with
Kelvin practices.
You guys saying happy birthday to my ex. That's crazy.
You asked us to.
You brought it up.
You
Yeah.
literally before we started recording, you said, "Hey, I'm gonna bring up my ex, sing happy birthday to her, please."
But yeah, I do like helping young people. Yes, I do.
And the Latin American Association, they have a youth department. They're actually going to be expanding to the Dalton area. So definitely they're going to need mentors.
So that's another thing too, like mentorship programs within the community. I mean, there's Big Brother, Big Sister, but how many of those volunteers look like those kids?
Yeah. No, talk. Go. Let them know. Let them know what you really think. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
No, I was gonna say back to what you were saying about you're like they're 18 or 17, whatever.
Yeah.
But really, you're closer to them in age than like their teachers or the
Yeah.
principal. So
How young you think I am?
around my age, we're still young.
How old are
You're
you?
probably younger than me.
You think so?
Yeah.
How old do you
You're
think I
still
am?
in your 20s, late 20s.
I'm 31.
Oh well, I'm 32.
I'm 32.
Oh, we're there.
I have 30.
31.
Little babies.
31.
Oh, one day. I remember when I was 30. Wearing sunglasses inside.
He's 30. He's 31.
Oh, 31.
Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, happy birthday, by the way, dude.
Thank you.
But I mean, we wasted that on my ex. So.
Wait, it's your birthday?
Today?
A couple of days ago it was. It's fine.
Everybody, let's sing happy birthday.
Yes, happy late
it's fine.
birthday.
Thank you.
I'll edit Kelvin's ex-girlfriend out. Put it on.
Happy birthday, done.
Karen, thank you. You, Haley, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for reaching out to us, and because we will be there November 12th, right?
In the flesh.
What exactly are we doing?
Stay tuned and find out.
To be continued.
Okay, so we're not.
No, just know I called off the work for that.
It's gonna
Thank
be
you.
fun. Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah, George won't be able to feed his family because you guys.
Oh,
Sorry, Tanya.
no. Nah, Tanya's holding it down. She'll pay. She'll pay the.
I'm just
the
gonna have
bills.
fun with my boys in the golf course. She'll figure out the bills.
Thank you guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you so
no.
much.
Thank you guys. Any closing statements or anything? I'm gonna run over here while you guys do this closing statement because I want to hit the button.
Nah, you're good.
Which one is it?
The top first one. A.
No, just stay involved in our community. Our youth is our future. I know we've heard it over and
Several
over, but even if you think you won't make an impact, you will. Even if it's just one kid.
Yeah.
So.
And don't forget, November 12th, it's a Tuesday at Nabanor. Please register to participate or be a sponsor. And all that money is going to go to scholarship opportunities for our Latino students in the Whitfield County Schools and Dalton Public Schools.
George?
So Don went over there because this is part of the interview where we get y'all to freestyle over a beat. Oh man, the little knobs, dude. The little sliding up and down.
I hope you're joking. My my husband has been
on the board.
trying to